Hi, my name is Andrew Keeping, and in this video we're going to be focusing specifically on our left hand technique when playing the guitar. This technique will prove to be the building blocks on which to set the foundations of all your guitar playing for the future. It will ensure correct placement of the fingers on the fretboard, a secure tone, a relaxed state with the hands, which will allow you to do an awful lot more, and also you'll know you're doing the right thing. Whether you're a complete beginner or you're trying to come to correct some of the flaws that are existing in your technique already, this is the video for you. So let's dive in and start building a secure guitar left hand technique. Many self-taught guitarists build up a frustration with their left-hand technique. The amount of times I hear, oh, but my hand's too small, my hand's too big, or I just keep getting fluff notes. These frustrations often lead to students wanting to quit the guitar. We don't want that. We want to be able to work out how to establish and understand your own left hand. Any flaws that you do have, you'll be able to work out why they are happening as well. The truth is, with the correct position and the correct technique, any hand should be able to play any style of guitar. Pay attention to the details and you'll soon be able to see how much better your playing will become. Now, you've already established a decent sitting position, so let's assume the correct posture from the previous video. If you haven't seen it, go and check that one out as well. And then come back to this because that will definitely help you. Now, we'll assume the proper sitting position and the posture. We're ready to go. So take a deep breath, relax, let it out, and we're going to bring in our left hand. Now, I want you to imagine this. I want you to pretend to pick up a tennis ball, and you're going to pick it up, turn it over. Look at your hand. Each finger is equidistant to the thumb. That's what we're looking for. Equal distribution of force to each finger. This may seem logical now, I know, but the natural desire when holding the neck is to grab it like a tennis racket or an axe, hence the electric guitar's nickname. If you hold it like this, your thumb is not supporting the weakest fingers. So adjust it like this. Look at how this opens up the whole hand. Now we have the basic shape, let's position our thumb behind the neck. It should be placed halfway down the neck in the middle of the hand between the second and third fingers. Don't be tempted to rest your thumb here or let it curl over the top. I know it feels that gravity is going to force the hand to fall and this holds it in place. This will become your default position, however, very quickly, and it needs to be avoided at all costs. Keep your thumb here, halfway down the back of the neck. Now, space the fingers out. Most books and teachers get you to start in first position. That is with the first finger on the first fret, but these are the widest frets on the guitar and therefore the biggest stretches you're going to have. For starters, let's move our hand up to the 5th or the 7th fret. That's 5th or 7th position. You choose. Now place the tip of the first finger close to the fret. Bend the finger so it arches around and comes straight down onto the string at a right angle. Avoid placing it flat. Now keep that down and add the second finger. Make sure the fingertip is placed as close to the fret without actually pressing on the fret. This will give you the cleanest sound with the least amount of effort. Let me explain why. If we look at the physics or the mechanics of the guitar, the string length runs from the nut here to the bridge here. Now, play the string and that produces a sound. As we press our finger down on the fretboard, this shortens the length of the string and makes the note higher. by varying increments, or semitones and tones in musical terms. Now, the sound of the note is not actually being created from the point of contact with the finger here. The finger is merely pressing the string down against the metal bar, or the fret. So if we press the finger here, far away from the fret, you have to press considerably harder to obtain the same clear sound as you would if you pressed it closer to the fret. There is also a much greater risk of fret buzz where the string vibrates against the fret because there isn't sufficient pressure being applied, and that creates this buzzing sound. It makes sense, doesn't it? When you realise this simple fact, it will completely change your approach to your left hand technique. So, we understand this. Now we have to look at what happens when I bring all the fingers to support the first finger. This is something that nearly all beginner guitarists tend to do. Watch this. As I separate the first and second finger joints, look at how much distance and space is created by this simple move. All the other fingers just fall into place perfectly. This is another of those techniques where you have to resist the temptation and consciously make the effort to separate the joint. Every time you go back to the first finger, keep that joint separated. Next thing I want you to focus on is on keeping a nice arch all the way from the thumb at the back through to the tips of the fingers. Don't let the palm here touch the neck. This closes up the hand and disperses the forces into the neck here and not at the tip of the fingers where you need it. As students become more frustrated at not being able to produce a clean sound, they try to press harder, and in fact, they clench their fist more. This is counterintuitive. Resist this and relax the hand and keep this arch. You will get a much better sound, and the hands will be relaxed and not suffer from fatigue. So there we have our basic technique of our left hand. A method I use with all my students, and it works, is I encourage them, as I've done in the previous video on the technique, is to actually go through your own checklist. Use this checklist before you start playing. The checklist, we've got our posture already in place, so relax, breathe in, breathe out slowly. You can feel the tension in the shoulders relax. And we're going to go to fifth position here. So let's bring the hand, bring your thumb into location, behind, halfway down the back of the neck. Place the first finger on the fret, just behind the fret, with the joints, each joint bent. Nice arch from thumb to finger. No point of the palm touches the guitar. The only points of contact in your left hand are with the flat of the thumb behind the neck and the tip of the finger. They're the only 2 points of contact. Make sure that's happening. Next up, focus on the separation of the first and second joint. Look at the distance that it covers. It covers all the frets. Then your fingers are hovering above the frets nicely. Then we can place the next finger on the next fret, making sure that our third finger is then in position, and then our fourth finger. Then as we take those fingers off, don't lift them off too high, just enough to clear the string, and then back to the first finger. Every note is clean, precise, economy of effort. Economy of effort. We are not having to press too hard because we've got our fingers pressing closer to the frets. We are not stressed in the shoulders, which is going to cause the aches and pains. We're not getting frustrated because actually we're producing the sound that we need to produce when we're playing our guitar. So there you have it. Let's move on to the next video where we're going to employ some techniques and some exercises to help reinforce this technique. And best of luck with that. Don't forget to subscribe by pressing the button below. Also, the button on the side with the bell, that will inform you when I upload new videos to the tutorials, reviews, interesting facts and interviews as well. And if you've liked the videos and you found them useful, I'm really glad of that. So please press on the like button below as well, and as a community, we are here together to be able to get the most out of this. So post your comments below. Any questions you have, I generally try and get back to you as soon as I can. So please do ask your questions, ask other people questions, put your comments below, because we're all here to help each other on our journey in playing